Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. So after the strong overnight drop yesterday, we haven't actually had too much price action on the ETH chart today. It seems to be working throughout through its correction that we've been talking about. So it's likely that wave 2 that we wanted to see, that's really precisely the wave 2 that we wanted to see here, and it's working through that correction. Why is that wave 2 important? Well, because it gives us some clarity, yeah. It gives us some clarity exactly in this region. We wanted to see a stronger pullback, and it's unfolding now. And that's not only nice to see because we could get some lower prices in an upward trending market. No, it is nice to see because we have something like a landmark on the chart. Deeper pullbacks help us to assess where we are. If you're dealing with all this sort of shallow stuff here, it's sometimes really hard to figure out, you know, where exactly do we stand in the cycle? I mean, you never know, right? Even with that deep pullback, we don't know. But from a corrective point of view, it should really be a wave 2. So that wave 2, however, could develop further, has a lot further space to the downside that it can use. My support area is between $16.76 and $2,008. Well, it doesn't mean we have to go down all the way to $1,676, right? But that is sort of the level where I mean, at the latest, I would like to see a buy reaction there. Ideally, we don't even go down that low. So as you know, over recent weeks, if you follow the videos, we were watching here for a wave 1 to develop. In this region, we were watching for an extension in wave 5, or that happened. And we're now looking at this pullback. Yeah. So this pullback is likely an ABC structure. What is impossible to say is whether we're dealing with a very simple and straightforward A, B, C zigzag correction, in which we already created 3 waves down. We're now in the B wave. Now might start it very shortly. I mean, we've now seen a pullback to the trend line. That would be an ideal spot here, somewhere here, to start that B wave corrective rally. Bitcoin might have already started it. It's not strong enough to confirm it, but that might be our B wave. If not now, then maybe after another marginally lower low. We'll see. By the way, corrective patterns are very difficult, basically impossible to really predict. We have basically a basic framework, which is that ABC structure, but they can always morph into something more complex, like, for example, here, a W or a WXY or a larger A, B, C structure could form. That's absolutely possible, especially because, you know, typically the wave, I mean, this wave A like took 8 weeks, right? So if you now imagine, okay, within a couple of days, we've completed this smaller A wave. It might take another few days for the B, maybe the C, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Is it enough to correct the entire 8-week increase? Maybe, yeah. But it's entirely possible if that is not enough and the market cannot create an impulse after that. And that impulse should be aggressive, because if you understand that this is a wave 1, this is a wave 2, the next rally should be a 3rd wave. And they are typically then very aggressive. So if we don't see that aggressive rally after that 3-wave move down is complete, then we're likely only going to see another B wave and a larger extended C wave. A first ABC can always morph into a much more complex ABC. That's normal that we don't know that, right? That's just the uncertainty that we're dealing with within corrective patterns. Now, in the very short term, I would like to see a break above this A wave high, which is here at around $2,260, to suggest basically that this B wave is unfolding. Now, it's very hard to say where that B wave will end. If it's unfolding from here, yeah, right now, then we have a potential target area. I mean, it's not really target, but, you know, B wave can be very shallow, B waves can be very deep. But if it starts basically from here, we're dealing roughly with an area between 2,260. So it doesn't help really. Yeah, ideally that B wave, so the reason why I'm saying 2,260 is because if this is an ABC, yeah, that C wave could just reach the 1-to-1 ratio. We'll see. Ideally, it goes a little higher. Ideally, it doesn't go above 2,346, but B waves, we have to be flexible, okay? So we'll follow it as good as possible. Bottom line is that the next impulse should be the start of the third wave rally, okay? The next impulse we see should be the start of the third wave rally. At the moment, I don't expect an impulse yet, but I can't rule it out. But due to the price action we've seen today, I expect this correction to take at least a week, okay? Or at least for the remainder of this current week. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. Not much more to add, I think. I will keep you updated. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.